Hey, welcome back to the Hall of Fame. It is the second recording session beginning now. We just got a storm while we're stocking up on money to do Styrac. We upgraded paths. We have not done any expeditions. We got a contract to build a tour ride. We do want tours in this park, mostly for aesthetic reasons, but also allows us to use the path network, like the pre-designed like paths. I mean, in a different way. Where the fuck is my mouse cursor? Was it up there the whole time? Or did it actually disappear? A little out of it today, but it'll probably be fine. So yeah, I guess I should have waited until the storm ended and we could deal with the repercussions because it's a snowstorm and nothing bad happens during. I mean, it all happens bad during, but you can't do anything about it until afterwards. So that was a mistake on my part. But whatever. There's not that much stuff here. Okay, there we go. They're going. Let's see what happened. Close up the shelters. Get me some info on our friends. And if we have the money, if it's not too bad, we can start researching. Okay, cryptosporidiosis. That's not that bad. 1 and 2. Make sure the ranger team is, yeah, getting in here immediately. Okay, I think we should be fine then. If it's, I mean, unless all 3 Herrera sources have frostbite, there shouldn't be any risk to doing this right now. Yeah, it's not even half of our money. And the real question's going to be, really, I status checked the completely wrong one. The real question's going to be, I'm sorry, why is this purple? Whatever, it's fine. Where do I start the tour? So, battle plan, right? This exhibit probably mushrooms out to cover this whole section because this is all the same paleo veg. So we cover this whole section here as one big herbivore exhibit, and go from there. Since it's already pre-designed, we'll probably just fill it up with these animals and not have a sauropod in here because there's no sauropod food. First sauropod, Dreadnoughtus can go up here. It'll need some other food, but we can use at least some of the existing stuff and fill in these sandy paths a little bit with some new paleo veg. That's the only way we can have sauropods. This is the only sauropod veg, and none of our sauropods on our tier list on our roster here only eat this plant. This is fiber, I think. So yeah, it's not going to be a thing, really. So if we... Let's look at the research tree. If we get the Styrac finished, and then we switch over to Dreadnoughtus, that's 1.5 stars. If we do Para, I don't know where we're going to put these guys. Because they're fucking nut eaters, and that's annoying. Homocephaly could go in here, but that's also 1.5. Microceratus is also kind of an asshole. So it might be Carnivore next, again. Carnotaurus, probably. Yeah, I think so. I think next we do Carno. And then we can start developing around this bend here. So Carnotaurus is sand. So here's one good question. What is the sand texture on this map exactly? This is sand. Because there's like this sector over here is like this gross rocky terrain. That is not sand. That is just straight dirt, right? Okay, yes. So this is all dirt. I'm just wondering if there's like an existing place with a bunch of sand. I mean, obviously there's this path here, but this mostly stretches through the sauropod exhibit, so I'm not going to use that. Yeah, there's not really much sand elsewhere. Everything else is dirt. All the sand is up there. We could still make part of this. So this is like really big, right? We don't need all of this to be a sauropod exhibit. I don't really want to put the Carno exhibit up here, all the way away from everything else. So what if we We could build the fence out here, expand it out down to where we're gonna be, and then build like a Carno exhibit like right in here in this gap. And then the sauropod exhibit can start behind it, like right here maybe. And then this is like just a big Carno exhibit. Maybe we run the tours around either side. Like the tour goes this way. No, because we want to follow the path specifically with the tours. So what if we run the tour route through here, we could try. You know what? Maybe we could just try running the tours through the Carno exhibit. They're unlikely to destroy a car if it's relatively short time they spend in there, and there's only a few Carnos. It's not the best idea, but I kind of like it conceptually, so we might do that. And nothing on the Herreras, huh? So we got through that storm really nice and easily. So the path is kind of like through here. So I think this was like the end of the path. So this is probably where we put the tour, and then it like loops around the lake this way. And then maybe... Comes through here. Cuts through here. Through all this. The tour comes out here. Follows this to here. And then comes back like this along the tree line. Links back in through here and comes back to there. It might work. Otherwise, we follow the tree line around here. Down this way. Oh, there's kind of a... Yeah, no, this is kind of a passage. And it can stop here. Oh, yeah, no, we can do like a... we don't need the tour to come back here. We can do it here, and then it can, like, come up through here just to connect over, if we can get through this gap. Let's try that. So I'm going to delete this viewing gallery, I think. I want to build a tour we're actually going to keep in. So I guess, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put in the fence. I'm gonna expand this pen. I'm gonna leave the divider in, but I'm gonna get the fence at least so I know the layout. Alright, contract time, paths ready to go. Free 190 on park rating. We'll do that. Or not park rating, I mean amenities. Free 190 money for doing amenities. I don't know what I was saying. This was drink. Clamp it in. And delete. Okay, so yeah, here's what we got. So the tour sneaks in here, loops around this way, across the lake, over here, through the woods, follows this gap, cuts through here, cuts across this lake, and then through here into the sandy area, which hasn't been developed yet. And then I cut it over here real quick, just sharp to get it back around the hillside, to link back up. And this is going to be, eventually, this will swing all the way out over here, and up around that mountain back there. But we'll progressively redo it as we expand the park. Inspirational, right? But for now, this is the park team. You guys are going the wrong fucking way. My guys. Go anti-clockwise.
I like the dinosaurs, I do. I like them just fine. Except the smell. But I like what they can do.
Also some leaf here, but not much.
That's why I like you.
No water either. I like that there's just like a rock on this hill. It makes it a nice little scenic hill to cut over for the time being. The rock serves no purpose either. It's just randomly this hill has a rock on it. Or 2 rocks on it. 3 rocks. Which is fun. If we have something with a rock need, we could actually look for rocks specifically to put it in, which I don't hate the idea of either. Okay, Mudderburrs are happy. This is going to move things around a little bit. This area might be narrow enough that the visibility is pretty okay. Yeah, that's not bad. That's workable. Ideally, some remote viewing galleries would prop that up further. Anyway, I was going to say we should be digging up Styrac, but I talk too much. Welcome to the story of my life. Too much talky. So you get doing that. So after Styracosaurus... Yeah, Carno, just straight up. Carno, Styrac might get us to 1.5. Carno definitely gets us to 1.5. Then we could do Homocephaly in here, at least for now. And, thought there was something else I was thinking about, but Dreadnoughtus, I guess, yeah. Which will be this big section back here. Probably from like here to like wherever we cut the Carno through, but it'll probably be like right there. We could put the Moros in here, but I don't know if we want the Moros in a tour exhibit per se, so we might save the Moros for the L-Source exhibit. Whenever we get to building that. We do have Aloe, right? That was our large carnivore. Yes. Or like the UT. The Uteranus Morose together always looks pretty good. You know what? Yeah, those are two I really like putting together. Maybe we'll do that. Well, we'll have the Uteranus before the Allosaurus anyway, so we'll probably just want to do it to get it in, right? Okay, well, I guess we'll wait for the fossils. Alright, a few fish and amphibians. Pretty decent. We did, hold on, back out for a second, pause. We did upgrades, right? We put yield in? Yes, but we definitely never put in extraction capacity. Probably worth it at this point. We got enough money, almost 2 mil. And that'll build up over time to make, you know, like the financial return from that will add up over time by making all these sets of fossils we process more efficient. So I'm happy to do it now. I mean, ideally you'd probably do it a little bit later to save the money, but I think it's one of those things where like you can pull the trigger early or you can wait. Kind of personal choice. So we're gonna put out Styrax. Do we? I believe those were. I want to say those were leaf, but I don't remember. And these guys are. This is fiber leaf, and this is explicitly fiber. So these guys are at like population limit basically. Oh, you can see all of their needs when you don't even have them yet. That's nice. That's actually way easier than going to the database for each individual animal. This is fiber actually. So your fiber, you go in. Homocephaly is fiber leaf. This can go in. Uoplo is fruit. So we could add some fruit and make it work, or we could put them somewhere else. Your fiber, you could go in. I guess one of the problems we're going to have here too is we got a bunch of animals that like kind of hate each other. Oh wait, yeah, no, yeah, dislikes. Never mind. Sorry. Yes. So we have 2 ceratopsians that need to be separated, and then 2 stegosaurs that need to be separated. And that's just the way it is. This does like Triceratops and Anki, but neither of those are in this, so that doesn't help us. Because this is slightly modded. Yeah, we got a lot of fruit eaters, and there's like no fruit on this map, which is really funny. All the fruit is like one brush, right? That was the thing. The only way you get fruit is by tall fruit. Yeah, you get tall fruit, tall leaf combined, or you get tall fruit, tall fiber combined with ground fruit, and that's the only way you get it. I know that, but it's good to confirm. Contract. Well, that's the one we're doing. This is a fair bit more money, but this could be a trap, maybe. Let's just take the one that we don't have to think about.
This genome should.
Alright, this should be everything we need. Platinum is actually enormous. Thank you very much. So you can extract, you can rest, and then we'll start on Carnotaurus right away, I think. So Monosaurus is an option for this exhibit, I think. That's 2 stars. Yeah, okay. So that's a little bit delayed. Oh yeah, does the nut... Yeah, so this is strictly just nuts. Oh, that's the only brush that gives nuts. Okay, yeah. I don't know why. This has always bothered me that there's like... It feels like there should be twice as many paleo plant combinations than there are. I don't know. Just me, you know? But then like some of them like ginkgo you just never use. Because like why would you use tall fruit, tall leaf when you have, you know, tall fiber, tall fruit, ground fiber, or, you know, tall leaf, ground leaf. There's probably like one animal in the game where ginkgo makes sense. And ginkgo is like fun to look at in combination with the other stuff. We just don't use it. I think it'd be more interesting to see like twice as many plants and have like more interesting combinations of what is available. Maybe add a little bit more to it too, with having some animals that like specifically dislike or specifically like certain exact brushes a little bit, right? So it might be, you might have like a tall leaf will be like a common need, but there might be a handful of dinosaurs that have like a ginkgo need specifically. That could be neat. We could clear these, slap some lifespan on it, I guess. 7. I think we only have 5. So yeah, I guess we'll just do that. They do have social chant, so as long as we're not hatching a social small app alpha, it won't really matter, and it probably won't matter that much anyway, if we're being honest. It's not that big of a deal. We'll be fine. So yeah, if we want the Carno exhibit to be a tour exhibit, we should probably keep it on the low side in terms of population. Put in like 3 or something. Yeah, we'll hatch the social large appetite. Why not? I think it was 1.5 of the hatchery upgrades too, which would be nice. I also need to think about what I'm going to do with the Carnotaurs. So my favorite Carnotaurus skin specifically is the Demon Carno. So the question is, do I follow the skin theme or do I go for the favorite skin? We could do, I think we'll follow the skin, the theme with the skins, but we'll try to hatch one demon as a special one. It's just a special treat for us. I need a point of, yeah, perfect staff improvements. Get some points of these guys. We had the triple threat, yes. So we should also do specialist facility probably for an extra point on everybody, which is $1 million at this node. 9 logistics. So 5, you'll be 6, and then we'll have 8. It's close. We can put a point in somebody and push it. Welfare is usually less important. Cryptosporidiosis, that'll be fine. We'll get to that real quick. Mr. Medical Facility. Let's make sure you get in there because you have a tendency to not catch them when they're further back. Alright. Well, here's our boys. My favorite Ceratopsian. Oh my god! Don't look at his leg! What the fuck? What happened? Oh, he got better. That's funny. Slightly mossy Ceratosaurus. I actually do like this like mossy feeling skin. It's pretty unique.
It also has the personality to match. It's an herbivore. It uses those horns and a beak to break into even the toughest of plants.
So these are, I believe, yeah, 2 social. So 3 is already pretty okay. I need to move a little further to find the ground fiber. It's not all the way back here. But they'll figure it out. Let's get a second clutch going. You take a break. You get a point. Then we'll do Carno now. And then after we have Carno in, we'll probably do specialist facility, I think. 98 on drinks, so we're at capacity. Do we have 2 nodes put in the park, or did I... No, we deleted these ones and put them in all up here. Okay. Yes. So Carno will bring in the need for more food. More amenities in general, I mean. Hotels down here. And over here. So most of the draw is here, but there is this Herrera exhibit here. And the hotel. So maybe some amenities here would work. It's a little far from everything. There's not really... You know what? We probably want to move the Expedition Center and maybe the Science Center out of here and put the amenities right here. This is a good spot for them. Right by that. If we tuck them over here, maybe that would work. Or we could put them here, because now we put in this strip. Let's plan on that. I'm going to actually start running power over there. I think that makes perfect sense. We'll just run the power like right to the hill here in the woods. And then they can both go right here. I'm gonna... Oh, do we think... Is this lower? Let's just do it like this. Let's just see what happens. Okay, that's the hill. No, that's a few levels difference there. Okay. In that case, let's flatten to this. And then there'll just be a terrain change here at the bend where the path goes up, and I think that's perfectly fine. Right there. Smooth out that hill a little bit because we accidentally flattened it a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Okay. Waiting for the welfare person to come back here. Probably contract time, right? We're close to it. Yeah. Cell was interesting. I think we'll just take tour ride though.
When the guests are comfortable,
I don't think we're close enough to sell. I'm gonna assume
which means they're more likely to share this one-of-a-kind experience.
that's not
with
gonna
others.
be
That means
good.
more resources to ensure the dinosaurs are cared for,
Fuck.
which is always the priority.
All right, 5 eggs this time. Aggressives, we're gonna skip them, especially because there's a tour. But also, aggressive should mess with Cohab.
Something you clearly understand.
Which I don't remember always being a thing, actually. I think it always said it hates other species. But I think that for the longest time, like since the release of the game, it didn't actually change it. It only, sometime in the last few updates, actually started working that way directly. Maybe I dreamt that. Maybe that's not real. I don't know. There's all these little things that, like, change that nobody talks about. And so it's hard to know, like, what is a real change and what is me imagining shit. I like that we got our South America boys, Carno and Herrera. My 2 favorite dinosaurs, both from South America. And both of them are my favorite dinosaurs for reasons that have nothing to do with them coming from South America. Which is just an interesting dinosaur place, I guess. Lots of weird shit. Titanosaurs. Yeah. Irritator. You got Abelisaurs. Herrerasaurids. Saltosaurids are South American, right? Like Saltosaurus is South America, I think. They're fucking weird. What I've heard somebody talk about that before, that like South American Gondwanan dinosaurs seem weird because we're used to North American dinosaurs and European dinosaurs just because of where paleontology is biased towards, right? So if paleontology had really started in the southern hemisphere, maybe ceratopsians would be the fucking weirdos. But it didn't, so they seem normal, right? Because if you try to separate yourself from, you know, how used to these you are, ceratopsians are pretty fucking strange. Like, nobody needs that many horns. Come on now. This is great. Darth Maul over here, fantastic. Svalbard Pulkrana. And what was the mossy one? Quillian Paparana's the mossy vibe. No, Yukon Lethal Baits. Oh yeah, of course it's Lethal Baits. Because Lethal Baits is the one that's usually the shitty light green. It just works in this case. For that, like, fucking tree spirit vibe. Like a mossy eldritch entity. Okay, well, 6 of them. They'll need to keep moving if they want to be happy, but they should do that. 1% food. I mean, they're still expanding. If it keeps being an issue, we can do some other stuff. Yeah, fight's mostly done. Rah, you dard. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. Oh, he bites the tail. That's fun. Obviously, I've probably known all these social animations before, but then there's just these moments where you're like, oh yeah, that is how that works. That's fun. Alright, Carnotaurus fossils in 30 seconds. Yeah, I guess we get these processed, and then we see if we need more genetics. And if we need more genetics, then we make the push for the, words. We make the push for specialist facility. Because we only barely got Styrax out with a slight modification. No, that's not true. We did only barely get Styrax out. But the big thing I meant to say is we needed to improve logistics to do the expedition. Number of guests or appeal. Appeal is probably a trap. Let's do number.
The more guests we can get into the park, the more people we can convert into.
That's a lot of dinosaurs right in front of the exhibit.
Place they can see and visit them for real.
That's a good park right there. I would visit this place. I mean, I would visit this place if it had one dinosaur, so. There they all go. Sorry, you did. Oh, you got the one, but then it spread to the other one. Go over there. Go. Go. Go get it. He's right there. He's just sleeping. You can do it. Okay, Carnotaurus. My boy, my precious. So, Quillian, Yukon, Svalbard. Demon, random. Pattern, probably specifically Rana. Because Carnos kind of look like dog shit with every other pattern. Rana's really the only one that's like consistently decent looking. 7 and 6. So that's going to be another point. That's 7. So we can do one of these for that. So I can put the point in here. Was it? But it, yeah, this started at 6. So these are going to be 6 welfare. So yeah, we don't do this yet. We do specialist facility first. And then we could save the points. So we need 9. So we're going to put 1 on the welfare. 10 welfare cap. 10 genetics cap. Yeah. 1 on you. Actually been a little while since we've done a specialist run. It's not really as worth it when you only have 1 staff center allowed, but still go for it. Make this go away. And how are we doing on power? Because we put in a bunch of fences. 48. Shockingly not that bad. I expected that to be like inches away. Okay, crypto's resolved. Okay, so let's let this research finish. Alright, so we got 5 Carnotaur eggs. Aggressive is probably not what we're looking for, but we did get 3 aggressives. No demon either. Oh no, this one's a demon. Aggressive large appetite demon kind of sucks. Here's my thought process. What if we hatch the bare minimum, and then we hatch a demon alpha deliberately later? These are 5. We need 6, I think, for the full suite of genetics for alphas, if I remember correctly. And these are social 2. Yeah. So we just take the 2 that are not aggro. That makes sense to me. Oops. So we'd have 1 Quillian, 1 Yukon, one blue-gray, 1 white. I like that. That's a good Carno pairing. But yeah, we don't have anywhere near the money for this. We do have new contracts, but I'm opting just to hold on to guest for now. So yeah, I think we just gotta save up, maybe wait for the next storm. We got a rainstorm. Means fence damage. My Jeep happened to go visit this Carnotaurus enclosure. Way the hell over there. So that's a little bit of an issue. I need you to move faster. Let's go faster. Let's go faster. I see this shit. The dinosaurs deliberately escaping all the time. Annoying. Very artificial and jarring. Alright, you're done. In you go. In you go. Alright. You're repairing that section of fence. In theory, you got it. We got this. And that's it. Anybody die? Probably not. See any bodies anywhere? Looks like we evac quick enough. Where's the breakdown that tells you if somebody got killed? I don't remember anymore. Do you just have to go to finances and look at lawyer fees? We have 8,000 lawyer fees. So somebody did get trampled. Right? You know, that's their fault. How is it their fault? I don't know, man. They should have got to the shelters quicker. They should have known better. Alright, well, we still have enough money here, so let's get our 2 Carnotaurs. Oops. Put you on break. Then I guess we're gonna wait and see if we get 1.5. What if we don't get 1.5? Could work on chunking, but we don't know where to put those. We could work on Para, but we don't know where to put those. Could work on Morose. I know where to put those, but I'm not ready to put them anywhere. I guess we do the micro research because we need it out of the way for homolocephaly. Yeah, Microceratops is the next animal we can research and dig up. Crypto. Quick. There's something wrong with his crypto account. Help him. Fence repaired. Okay. Well, it'll be another minute. Guest contract completed immediately when we hit release. Just the diversity alone was enough to pull it off. So, why don't we start to play with the amenity situation? So I think food actually, well, we could do food over here. Food, one there, and the other one goes here, I guess. Sure. Probably should look at the other amenities and make sure they're going to be still configured correctly. This is going to be a little weird. Probably just ends up being like this. A little awkward. I do want to try and not repeat. I feel like we should have... It's so hard to think about like the consequences. Or the differences. Like, why is the red strip there and not here? Is it because this... Which one is this? That's drinks. So it's got to be because the drinks are actually wrapping all the way around here, which is why this is warmer. And this is, well, yeah, colder. So yeah, I think putting it here actually makes sense then. Oh, I guess that might be better too. Wait, can I do ice slushies and then a small one? You fucking bet. One's actually negative. It won't stay negative, I don't think.
Asset transportation underway. Delivery has been completed.
So this is probably better off being like a fossil display. Yes. Handler injured. We'll take the 250 cut. That sucks, but what you gonna do?
Asset transportation complete.
Cheap burgers. Cheap burgers, stuffed toys, ice slushies, root beer, action figures, steaks. Carnos are down. Profits are not what I expected. Yukon Rana Carno. And there's our Quillian Rana. This one looks nice in this lighting at least. We can do a nice, oops, a nice dramatic sit. Welcome to Jurassic Park, indeed. Alright. So that'll work. They're pretty happy. Plenty of sand, it looks like. Yeah, we could put a few more in here if we decide to. Maybe if they're pretty consistently not, like, killing cars, we'll expand. Don't want to risk it too much. For now, we have more... The cars spend more time in there than we intend, as well. Okay, 600k. 1.4 stars. We can at least get Microceratus out of the way. While we wait to see if we hit 1.5. We did say we were going to look at these again. So yeah, we do this, we do this, and we do vegan buffet. Okay, so we can do like extra shells. Play sets. Okay, right. Okay. Kefir. That seems fine. We need more animals, though. We gotta get these profits up. We're in the weird little in-between spot where amenity coverage is just not profitable the way it would set up. We don't need a hotel or anything. So I should have put in smalls, I guess. Let's do more Styrax. I think we just do Styrax, push to 1.5, and then if these are still not profitable, we shut them down. I'll shut you down, John. Alright, 4 this time, 1 large appetite, throwing away the 1 aggressive. We need a little bit more money here. We just had a storm, so I think I'm okay just pushing the button immediately. I think I'm fine with this. Why am I doing 8? That makes no sense. Don't pay attention to his lies. Alright, so Homalocephaly finishes out the first 6. I thought we could push Dreadnoughtus for a big bump, or we can work on Quanjusaurus and Morose and put them over here somewhere. Maybe here? This might be a good spot, actually. Because then we can have the tour snake along the one side of the exhibit. And then we can put in viewing galleries in the front here. That would work. I think that is where we'll put the... Or no, not Quandra, Utyrannus. The Utyrannus exhibit. Do we want to release these via airlift, maybe? Yeah, they don't have that much ground fiber. So presumably fiber over here by this lake. So yeah, let's do that. We'll inch them that way. That's just... the territory. So I don't think this was in the episode. There's glitch territories on this map. Probably from when it was a challenge mode, right? Because it had all these wild animals. I think other territories are just still here, which is just weird. I don't know why that is. Probably because when they made this pre-built map, they just took the challenge mode map, deleted the dinosaurs, and called it a day. But very weird. I don't think this matters, though. So we're just going to start inching them this way. So that's the Muttaburras. That's nothing. So that's the Styrac herd right there. So we'll just, yeah, circle around this other lake. They might need to be all the way up here to get enough veg, but they'll figure it out. Probably all we can add for Styracos, though. But that was another 4. 10 Styracosaurs ain't bad. Oh, we can still add more Dryasauruses. These guys have... Well, they're not amazing, but there should be more. I don't know, actually. Is there any leaf? This is like all fiber. Yeah, actually, the Dryos might be donezo. Because this front part is the only part with leaf. We could probably put in a few more if we get alphas. But yeah, I think we need more Muttaburrasaurs then. And start pushing their territory deeper. And then Styracos can actually keep expanding because we have the entire... Yeah, they're already like way up there. So we can put in a bunch of Styracs and a bunch of Muttaburrasauruses, but we're actually restricted on Dryos. Which is funny. Not what you would expect. Okay. No, I'm fine with that. That seems alright. Still 1.4. 10 and 15. Contracts did just pop. Let's take a look at contracts before we end for this episode. We might get a breeding one. Build an amenity. That's fine. Alright, until next time.